Lots of errors on this floor.
Good luck out there.
Why haven't we dissected that freak mutation we locked up? We can learn so much from its physiology.
He's a valuable resource, Salvador. And Pope forbade any physical therapy. Of course, if you disagree, you can always go tell him.
No, that's fine. Or we can find a more constructive use of our time.
He dispense you. Happiness comes, white burns the yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror of the universe is near. If you're inside like love,
What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some rangers saying you saved them at maintenance. They were attacked by a new kind of hiss.
All right, but still. A security guard leading rangers? I don't know if I like taking orders from a mall cop. Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head?
I heard it's the director's brother. Would you shoot your brother?
That's no one's brother anymore. He's the enemy, plain and simple.
Lots of interesting data off that subject the Rangers brought in.
I heard that he voluntarily entered captivity. That's what Pope said anyway.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. Hiss aren't that self-aware.
This is Lynn Salvador, Head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 211. An expedition team found them decomposing in the formation phase of weekend. These we found that the jukebox distribution back in the samples. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive center. It should never have been accessible remotely and staffed in the first place. Relocation security is a high traffic area to prevent misuse. I'll schedule my own for expedition team. See me for any further details.
She didn't give me any orders before she left. Guess I'll just keep it empty.
Hello, Jesse.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing. I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench? Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. It's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right? I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that. I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.